Okay, I brought this news story last night. It was just like a minute long or so like that. So let's do some more. Let's do some more probing deep into this, shall we? This one's called "What Inspired Gay Nightclub Massacre?" Gunman kills 5 at Colorado gay nightclub. Okay.
And kills 5 inside a gay nightclub, and we're learning more about this perp. We know that he is 22 years old, and let's show you what else that we've learned as of today. This guy is a person who injured 25 others inside an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Name is Anderson Lee.
Anderson Lee.
The suspect who committed the mass shooting with an AR-15 at Club Q.
Here we go again. Another mass shooting committed by an AR-15. Why won't these people, in the truth land wake the fuck up? They're so blind. They're like, oh yeah, they didn't rail on me. They're exposing and opinion like every mass shooting has been committed by an AR-15. Sandy Hook, Uvalde, Parkland, Aurora, Columbine. Now this. Every school shooting, even in Buffalo, was committed by an AR-15.
Aldrich walked into the club, immediately opened fire. 2 heroic people, we've learned, managed to subdue the gunman. It was prevented from even greater tragedy here. Again, 5 dead, 25 others injured. This was not his first act of terror.
Wow, not first.
In 2021, Aldrich made a bomb threat against a mother in Lorson Ranch neighborhood in Colorado Springs. It was reported the sheriff's office back then that he had a homemade bomb, multiple weapons, ammunition. He faced 2 counts of felony menacing, 3 counts of first-degree kidnapping.
Wow.
Aldrich is the grandson of Republican State Assembly member Randall Vopel.
What?
Vopel represents 71st District in the San Diego
Look
area.
At that.
Vopel previously made comments comparing the January 6th
You can't make this shit up, ladies and gentlemen.
To the Revolutionary War. There's another member of the GOP we do have to tell you about related to this story. Lauren Boebert, at it again. Her tweets are coming back to haunt her, but let's first go with what she says about the tragedy. Here it is. The news out of Colorado Springs is absolutely awful. This morning, the victims and their families are in prayers. They're in my prayers, she says. This lawless violence needs to end and end quickly. Now, that sounds reasonable, doesn't it?
I've said this on a couple of videos before. I think it's time we abolish and ban AR-15s. I know I've gotten heat for like that. Fellow mom had rained on like that. He said, oh, yeah, Steve McTober banning AR-15. Well, fuck, look at the statistic. If fellow mom, you take your head out of your fucking ass, and pull your head out of Nicola's loose coochie Gucci, you would see the statistics going on in real life. That all these mass shootings are committed by AR-15s with unstable fucks.
Sounds like anybody who hears about this horrific tragedy, hearts go out to the families, the victims, prayers for those who were injured. It appears gay community targeted here too. That sounds reasonable. Until you look at her history and her old tweets that are coming back to haunt her, if she has a conscience. There they are. Not just
check it out.
You notice how many are on the screen there? Again, it's just, who are you when the lights are on? Take your children to church, not drag bars, she says. A kid-friendly drag show in Texas was guarded by masked Antifa guards armed with AR-15s. Remember, they only want your guns over tweets. They want to use theirs to protect their depravity. 5 people dead, 25 injured.
This is why I can't stand fucking Republicans.
This is what she said back then. Sending a message to all the drag queens from the children in Colorado's 3rd District. Jackson. Just when you think it can't get worse with her, she's at it again.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
like I said, I can't stand Republicans. Fascist piece of fucking shit. Dude, Republicans are nothing but fascist, lefties piece of shit. They don't care about the people. They care about their own fucking agenda, about putting more money in their pocket. And they just want to outlaw everything. I mean, what's next? They're going to outlaw about public photography, cop watching, oddity. The way it's going to go, we're going to probably be in that track. We're want to abolish and ban nationwide abortion. Yeah. You already got some states that are banning cop watching.
We got to be careful thinking that people like her can't get worse, because that's their whole careers is getting worse and getting worse. And that's one of the biggest issues with
the... and I also think that that one guy, what was it, Matt Laylock, or that one guy that really, he wanted to ban nationwide. He wanted to ban abortion nationwide. He didn't want to make exemption for rape instances. I think he lost. You know what? And I'm glad that around here that Patty Murray won, that Timothy Smiley, because I didn't trust Timothy Smiley. Like I said, I don't trust any Republicans. Democrats are about the people. Republicans are about their own agenda. They're about their own quota, and they're just fascist and leftist.
The GOP itself, and it's ridiculous for
and that's
them
why I
to
think
claim
most Republicans,
that
they're for like Antifa
and influence. It's not just Lauren Boebert, but the type of nightly programs and broadcasts that go on people like Tucker Carlson show. But the reality is that this doesn't have to be normal. And it's so normal that people just kind of accept it as a part of daily life when this type of stuff doesn't happen in other developed countries in Europe and things along those lines.
Nope.
Conservative approaches don't work when drastic change is needed. And the last bill that we got through for, gun reform didn't even raise the minimum age to 21. It barely did anything at all. And unfortunately, they're going to be able to use that to say we already put forth some political capital into getting a gun bill passed. And another important thing is one of the conservative arguments against this would be like, criminals will always get their hands on weapons, but that's very limited because you need relationships and access to get weapons like that.
Well, and not that is, we need to make it a point like the only way criminals really get their hands on a gun if they do it for like black market or get a ghost gun. Ghost guns are extremely hard. A lot of times, ghost guns are coming from countries.
Yeah, so somebody in the middle of this town, state, in the middle of Arkansas, or in the middle of Florida, if they're just some terminally online incel, they probably don't have those types of relationships to go legally purchase these weapons, which is what these people are doing. As we saw, this guy had a history of violence. So it's, we just live in a country where nothing's being done about this for the sake of gun purchases. Yeah. But if people really don't want their weapons to be taken away, it'd be a good idea.
You hear these politicians, we're going to do something, nothing's been done.
Yeah,
they don't do nothing.
I've been watching
they say they're going to do something
the news like everybody else,
and
when you look and you listen to some of the people who are inside that club, heroic, right? They subdued this person. All they do is lead with love. That's all they keep saying, love. They're subjected to such hate and they lead with such love. Let's put up some of the statistics because this LGBTQ hate crimes, they're on the rise. There's been consistent data about what is going on already this year. Armed protesters, right-wing groups such as the Proud Boys have used intimidating tactics to disrupt drag-related events in Texas, Nevada, Oregon, as well as other states. Children's hospitals across the United States facing growing threats of violence, including bomb threats.
Jesus.
Driven by an online anti-LGBTQ campaign attacking the facilities for providing care to transgender kids and teens. And then in October, a man attacked a transgender librarian in Idaho before yelling homophobic slurs, attempting to hit two women with his car. Idaho is one of 18 states that does not have hate crime protections for LGBTQ people, though many local law enforcement agencies still track those crimes. And I want to know, Jackson, because it seems like if you're taking such care and time to show up at drag shows and do what you do and spread your hate and threaten and intimidate people, I'm not even being funny. I believe you're at the drag show because you want to be at the drag show?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I live in Jersey, right up here in New York. I'm in the city all the time. This is an area where the LGBTQ communities, people are kind of more used to diversity in general out here. And I say that to say, drag shows aren't on every corner. They talk about this as if all you do is see these shows. All you do is see people everywhere, like transgender people or anybody within the LGBTQ communities, creeping around going after your children. But like you said, it's really the other way around. You kind of have to go out of your way to find these shows because these people are just going about their daily lives and minding their business. So, they're obsessed with the community tourism, like you pointed out.
Yeah, and when have you walked past a drag show and not had friendly people say, well, come on in.
Right.
They want,
Exactly.
anybody's welcome, no matter, who you are, what you believe, anybody's welcome. But here we go again, and it appears to be.
That's why I like a lot of places, when you go to a place, sometimes when you go places, we provide deserved service to anybody. But a lot of places, they're going to open their arms to, doesn't matter what you're, it doesn't matter if you're a man, female, transgender, you're straight, gay, bisexual, transgender, lesbian. It doesn't matter. Places like that do open their arms up. But you get some people that are so full of rage and hate. Case in point, you got a fellow mom who hates Jews, trying to promote, he hates Jews and talk about anti-Semitic, videos. He promotes like that. We know what happened to Kyrie Irving. Yeah, he was trying to promote anti-Semitic video, and he says, "I'm not anti-Semitic. I love Jews." He made a mistake, and guess what happened to Kyrie Irving? It cost him 8 games. He finally came back the other night, and it helped out the Nets when they had the game the other night. With that said, I'm out here. My job. Peace out.